What's up, a Cinema Shogun here, and one day I want us all to come together and have a serious conversation about true crime. I want to talk about how true crime, it affects us emotionally and mentally. I want to talk about the true crime community here on YouTube and how it affects these active true crime cases, sometimes in a positive fashion or in a negative fashion. I mean, just this week, another parent of a missing child had to speak out against YouTubers because they were getting a little too involved in an active investigation. As law enforcement was digging through someone's backyard looking for this woman's missing son, she had to take time out of her day to come on YouTube to try to stop YouTubers from messing up an investigation. But regardless if you agree with how some people cover a true crime case or how other people cover a true crime case, there is no denying the fact that these cases and covering these cases and watching these cases be covered in real time, it is desensitizing us to these situations. And that became even more evident to me after last night's episode of Jeopardy. Let's take a look.
Found in 2021, fugitive Brian Laundrie ended his days in Florida's Myakkahatchee Creek area, home to these long and toothy critters. Joel.
What are alligators?
Yes.
The A-list for 100?
What? Why? I mean, why? They were literally asking a question about alligators. The answer was alligators. I can think of off the top of my head like 1,000 other questions they could have asked to get to the answer of alligators, but instead they formulate a question that has something to do with some guy who offed himself in a creek last year. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it's Brian Laundrie. No one really likes Brian Laundrie. We don't really like the Laundries, but I'll be damned. Jeopardy? This is literally a question that has something to do with someone's, offing of themselves. In 2021, fugitive Brian Laundrie ended his days. You know what ended his days means, right? He ended his own days. This is a question that the simple answer to the question is alligators. Yet instead of, hey, where do you find these toothy critters that are in Florida? Instead of just any other question, we incorporated Brian Laundrie's freaking offing of himself into this question. And that's what I mean. We have become so desensitized as a society, as a people, as a whole. Every day we grow less and less sensitive to the severity of these situations. I don't like Brian Laundrie. We don't like the Laundries. Most people don't like the Laundries, but I'll be damned. Why? Why was that necessary? I really feel like that's in bad taste, and I am not this PC type of dude at all. You know what I mean? So I'm usually not taken aback by certain things like this, but you literally have a Jeopardy question that's about alligators, but you literally start talking about this dude's death. And I mean, even though I don't like the Laundries, I can't imagine Roberta and Chris are sitting there eating their TV dinners. It's still a little cold in the middle. Maybe they need to put it in the microwave for another 45 seconds. But right before they head to the microwave, they see freaking a Jeopardy question about their son and about how he offed himself in a freaking creek and possibly gotten eaten by alligators. It's like, what in the hell? But the reality of the situation is, folks, that Roberta and Chris Laundrie do know about this. They did see it. And actually, it looks like Stephen Bertolino reached out to some media outlets with some thoughts. He says that the entire Laundrie family is appalled and concurs with all the comments on social media about how distasteful this was. And yeah, I mean, There's no way around it. Regardless of how you feel about Brian Laundrie, that was distasteful. But like I was saying, it all goes to show what I was saying at the beginning of this video. We are growing so desensitized as a society to the severity of these situations, to the reality of these true crime cases, that we've gotten to the point where you can be a true crime case and you can off yourself in the woods a couple of months ago, and in a couple of months your death will be turned into a question on Jeopardy. So yeah, I think there's some conversations that need to be had. And I do feel like true crime as a whole and true crime content, even though I'm someone that does make some true crime content, I feel like it's hyper accelerating us, and to this point where we no longer even view some of these people as actual human beings. We view them as characters on a computer screen or a TV screen or a tablet or a phone or wherever you watch these videos. These are real people. You know what I mean? And regardless if you hate Brian Laundrie or how you feel about the situation, dude offed himself in a freaking creek last year, and now he is a Jeopardy question. What is wrong with us as a society? I don't know, but let me know your thoughts about this down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and hopefully none of our dead relatives end up as a Jeopardy question.